Good evening, Macon, Georgia! And if you got that reference, that means you're old as the hills. So, before COVID-19, before global warming or climate change, there was Y2K. In 1998, I got a job working in a major bank in Charlotte, North Carolina, which was becoming a banking center at that point. And I was working in the currency trading department. In order to be a person who took part in this currency trading, you had to be worth, at that time, $10 million minimum. So, a lot of money floating around. Nowadays it'd be about 50 million to get in the door there. But anyway, there was a lot of money and a lot of pressure going on. And then, at the beginning of 1999, on the horizon, came an existential threat. You see, when computers were first programmed, they only put 2 digits in the years. So 69 was 69, 78 was 78, but nobody knew what would happen when the calendar went to 00. In 1999, we were pretty sure that the computers were going to shut down. Electricity would stop working. There would be no water coming through the pipes. The world was going to end. Civilization was going to go into the tank. So, what happened? Well, personally, I think it was all a conspiracy of the tech bros. I think they seeded the press with all these horrifying stories about what would happen, and the bank hired hundreds of Y2K consultants. And I was a lowly administrative assistant at that time in the currency trading department, working for a director of the bank. Now, I don't know how many people work in the banking industry, but at that time, a director had a lot of juice. They were just below the corporate people, right? So, yeah, vice presidents, associate vice presidents, secondary vice presidents, blah, blah, blah. None of them were really all that important, but if you were a director, you had some juice. So, anyway, we had this room that was approximately the size of this entire establishment. And down that side of the room and across the back of the room, all the way over that wall and over to here. And then right there where the bar is, there was filing cabinets back to back because the FDIC and the SEC had determined that the bank was liable if Y2K happened and we lost a penny of anybody's money. So, we had to go through all the coding in the currency trading department and print it out so that it can be reconstructed in the event that the computers died. It was my lovely job, it was a really great job, to file all of the code, starting at the beginning of time, through all the iterations. Now, when I say iterations, you're thinking, maybe they updated it once a year. No. We updated the code every month. Every quarter, there was a new release of the code. Every half a year there was a update of the code, and every year they rewrote the entire code. So there were literally millions and millions of pages. So, tons and tons of paper, millions and millions of dollars to keep the FDIC and the SEC happy. In this one bank, I have no idea what happened to all the other banks in America, but the bottom line is, in 16 hours, from 5 p.m. on 1/31/1999 to 9 a.m. on 1/1/2000, hundreds of millions of dollars of effort, thousands and thousands of hours of effort to record all of that code became an enormous pile of trash. And then it was my job to make sure that all those filing cabinets were emptied and put in a dumpster and trucked away.